In the last video, we looked at this likely fellow's concept of forgetting a curve. That is Hermann Ebbinghaus for those playing at home. Yes, Ebbinghaus provided us with some sort of framework for understanding the rate at which forgetting occurs. But why might forgetting actually occur in the first place? There are 4 theories that we need to know: retrieval failure theory, interference theory, motivated forgetting, and decay theory. We're looking at these in the next 4 videos, starting with retrieval failure theory. Retrieval failure theory suggests that forgetting occurs due to an incapacity to utilize internal or external cues to retrieve previously stored information. The required information is sitting in memory somewhere, but we can't quite retrieve it, hence the name retrieval failure theory. Perhaps when you were young, you used to think that the moon looked particularly close, and tried to reach out and grab it. Despite the fact that we know the moon is there, we don't quite have the tools to retrieve it. The analogy ends there though. Whilst we won't ever realistically be able to retrieve the moon from the sky, we can retrieve information from our memory stores. When the cues become available, we can remember the information again. Perhaps the most common form of the retrieval failure theory is the tip of the tongue phenomenon. You have most likely experienced this for yourself. It refers to the sensation where you know that you know something, but you just can't quite remember it at the time. What's Jill's husband's name? Somebody might ask you, and you know that you know the answer, but you just can't think of it. That is the tip of the tongue phenomenon. This cartoon, which I personally think is hilarious, exemplifies the phenomenon nicely. Interestingly though, the retrieval failure theory doesn't seem to apply to procedural memory. That is why you never forget how to ride a bike, for example. Procedural memory is implicit, so you don't really need it to retrieve anything at all. Maybe that is why the saying, "Don't worry, it's just like riding a bike," holds so true. There's no need to worry about anything like retrieval failure. Okay, let's have a look at a practice question from the 2014 VCAR exam. Which of the following statements is true of the retrieval failure theory? A. Forgetting is permanent and information that is forgotten is lost forever. B. Forgetting is not permanent and information may be retrieved once the right cue is presented. C. Retrieval failure occurs more commonly in older people as their neural pathways have decayed. Or D. Retrieval failure occurs equally in old people and younger people due to the serial position effect. The first 2 options here seem to contradict one another, so one of them must be true. But which one is it? Option A says that once information is forgotten, it's lost forever. But option B says that information that is forgotten can still be retrieved once the relevant cues become available again. Let's think about this. Sometimes you might forget something such as your friend's address. Let's pick an entirely random address, such as 101 Education Lane. Once you forget that address, it doesn't preclude you from ever remembering it again. It just means that you can't remember it at that particular time. So the answer to our question then is option B. Keep working hard and have a psychedelic day.
Click here to go to the wiki, or watch the next video, or never see me anymore, 'cause I'm a bore. Okay, I'll go away.